A very warm afternoon to all my 8th E's. I hope that you all are doing wonderful with your academics and you must be enjoying your quarantine period as well. Well, my dear students, this is second session of transitive intransitive verbs. In the very first session, we dealt with few of the terms like subject, verb, object. In object, we dealt with direct object as well as indirect object. Well, here after we dealt with you can say transitive and intransitive verb here with the verbs of predication. Well, my dear students, you are very well aware with this term verbs of complete and incomplete predication, okay, where we have objective complement and we have subjective complement. So how are we going to deal with? Here we have a look. So I welcome you all in this second session of transitive and intransitive verb. So just students have a look. Now, what are the learning objectives? Like after if we dealt with verbs of incomplete predication, so what are we going to learn from it? Well, at the end of this lesson, you will be able to define transitive and intransitive verb, define a verb of incomplete predication for transitive and intransitive verbs. Well, you would be able to define subjective complement of intransitive verbs and you would be able to define objective complement of transitive verbs. Now, remembering just to have a quick recap what we have already learned, that is subject, object and verb. Let's take a very sweet example. Rubina is eating pizza. Here, Rubina is subject, eating is verb, pizza is an object. What is Rubina eating? Rubina is eating pizza. Let's take another example. Luisa threw the ball. Luisa, it's here, Luisa is your subject. Threw is transitive verb. The ball, it's direct object. Okay. So what did Luisa throw? Luisa threw the ball. Well, second example, Luisa dropped her hat. Well, what did Luisa drop? Luisa dropped her hat. So here dropped is transitive verb and hat, you can say it's direct object. Well, intransitive verb, laughed what? So see, the pirates laughed heartily. Second, the pirates found the treasure. Now see, here if we say that the pirates laughed heartily. Here laughed is intransitive verb because there is no any object here. So basically if you say that intransitive verb, okay, it completes its sense, okay, by adding any adverb, okay, or by any other which completes a sentence, okay. But if you talk about the second sentence, that is the pirates found a treasure. What did the pirates find? So here the answer would be the treasure. So here we have direct object. So a transitive verb transitions to an object to complete its meaning. But sometimes it's there that in intransitive verb, it makes a complete sense. Few examples I would like to quote, like you can say fire burns. This sentence, only two words are here. One subject and one verb is there. So you can say, but it has a complete sense now. Second sentence, you can say birds fly. Okay. So now here, however, somehow intransitive verb manages to express a complete thought without the help of other words. It does not require any other words. But transitive verb, it requires other objects to complete the sense. Fine, let's move now. Well, here we are going to start with the actually the second topic of this chapter, that is verbs of incomplete predication. See students, I would request you that you please have your headphones, okay, because you need to listen it very clearly to understand its concept. Fine. Well, we all know that what is sentence? Sentence is a group of words. Fine. There are two parts of sentence. Fine. First is subject, second is predicate. Then again, subject is what? It's noun and it's pronoun. Then what is predicate? Predicate, in earlier video, we told that it has two parts, but actually it has three parts. Let's have a look. Here, verb, we all know that. Object, we all know that. Now, what is this third part here? That is complement. Okay, complement means what? Complement are, you can say, which completes a sentence, or you can say there are few other words in a sentence. Fine, you will get to know that. Now see, here we have subjective complement and objective complement. So let's have a look before object complements. I found the guard sleeping. Guard is object, sleeping is objective complement. We all consider her unworthy. Her is object and unworthy is object complement. I would like to quote one thing. Students, objective complements basically you will find in which type of sentence? You are going to find it in transitive verbs, means where in a sentence you will find transitive verbs, definitely you will find objective complement because it tells something about object. It is not going to tell you something about subject. And where are we going to get subjective complement? Subjective complement we are going to have in intransitive verb sentence, where we in a sentence where we have transitive verbs. Here also, if you see, I found the guard sleeping. I told you one thumb rule in my previous video that if you would be able to change any sentence into passive voice, and because passive voice, you need an object, fine? So you can change that. So you will have transitive verbs. And in a sentence, if you won't be able to convert it into passive voice because it does not have any object, it is intransitive verb. So wherever you have transitive verbs, you have objective complements. Check it whether it would be able to change in passive voice or not. And wherever you have intransitive verb, you will have subjective complement because there the object, there the complement, okay, it is going to, it is, you can say it will tell about subject instead of an object. So object complements formula, subject, verb, object, or you can say adjective. The court rule is actually illegal. I am going to paint my car green. See here. The court ruled his actions. His actions were ruled by the court illegal. I am going to paint my car green. Again, you can find the object also and you can find the complement is illegal, actions illegal, then car green, okay. Subject, verb, object plus noun. The writer called him a criminal. It can easily change into passive voice. The group elected her leader. Objective complement, just have, we should have a definition. When a complement describes the object of a verb, just now I told, it is known as the objective complement of the verb. Transitive verbs of incomplete predication take objective complement. Just now I told that wherever we have transitive verbs, it will take objective complement, such as make, call, and think are common examples of transitive verb which require a complement. Subjective complement. It is a word that follows a linking verb which link subject and object and describes or renames the subject of the sentence at the end. That is, you are going to find the other words, that is after verb you will not get object, but you will find other words that is complement, and that will definitely describes about the subject. See, subject, who is watching the baby? Now the same thing, subjective complement, in what case? Your supervisor is who. That is who. In one subject it is subject and in another sentence it is subjective. Now let's start with the subjective complement with more examples. The doll is beautiful. Here the doll is subject and beautiful is subjective complement, because suppose if I'll remove beautiful, The doll is, it's incomplete sentence. Okay, it requires any word to complete its sense. So the verb is here is what is the intransitive verb of incomplete predication. That is linking verb. Fine. Just recall, just remember. Is linking verb. Well, the word beautiful describes a subject. It is not telling anything about, because there is no object, and neither it is telling about verb. It is telling about the subject and helps the verb to complete what it says about the subject. Because without beautiful, this sentence is absolutely incomplete. The mouse squeaked loudly. Well, the mouse is what? Subject. Again, the verb squeaked is the intransitive verb of incomplete predication. Okay. So here, if you talk about loudly, it describes the subject and helps the verb to complete what it says about the subject, and the subject is mouse. Okay. Now, verbs, before why I dealt with these terms, because it will be very easy for you to understand this verbs of incomplete predication. So here we go again. First point is the intransitive verb requires a word after it to make the sense complete. Such a verb is called a verb of incomplete predication. For example, the girl looks what? Mira gets what? Well, the girl looks angrily. Mira gets the toy. Let's analyze some sentence. The baby seems happy, but here the baby seems doesn't make any sense. Okay, so here the intransitive verb seems requires a word that is happy to make the sense complete. So the word happy here, which is required to make the sense complete, is called the complement of the verb or the completion of the predicate, because it completes the sense of this sentence where we require subject, verb, complement. That is, all three together we would have predicate. Okay. Now, second, verbs of incomplete predication usually express the idea of becoming, seeming, and appearing. Few of the examples you can see here: ASMR, look, appear, grow, seem, and taste. Wherever you find these words, okay, it will be intransitive. The complement usually consists of a noun. If it is consists of a noun, it is called predicative noun. Or if it has an adjective, it is called predicative adjective. Okay. Now, let's take one example. Tabby is a cat. Tabby is a what? The earth is what? Round. So we need extra words to complete the sentence. Well, we have few more sentences. John became a soldier. John became, it's incomplete sense. So we need a soldier. Mr. Mehta became mayor. You look what? Happy. The sky grew dark. These are few of the examples of incomplete predication. Certain transitive verbs requires, besides an object, a complement to complete their predication. So we need complement type of sentence, whether it is transitive or whether it is intransitive. But in intransitive case, we name it as a subjective complement. And in case of transitive verbs, where we have in a sentence where we have transitive verbs, it is objective complement. The boy made Rama captain. It is easily changed into passive voice. His parents named him. Him, it's still here, it's an object. Rama is object, to complete its sense, we need captain and we need Hari. Now, this made him. We have subject also, and we do have an object, but still we are adding it in, that is complement. They chose him their leader. Again here, they is subject, chose is verb, him is what? Him is object. Their leader is complement. Rama called his cousin a liar. Rama is subject, his cousin is object, and a liar, that is, you can say cousin. Rama is subject, this is, you can say, object, and cousin, a liar, is, and you can say is a complement. I consider him I consider the man trustworthy. The same thing, subject, verb, object, and complement. Exercise has made his muscles strong. Exercise again here, subject, verb, object, and complement. Well, let's see. Identify which sentence has a verb of incomplete predication. Here we have the man looks tired. Okay. Then we have the man thinks. The man looks tired. It's a complete sense. Okay. The man sings. That is, it's incomplete predication. Sings what? The man looks tired. It is a, the looks here you can find it intransitive. Okay. And here the man, that is subject, and the sings is what? That is a verb. Oh my God, she's eating burger. Well, the food tastes delicious. Taste says here intransitive verb. We know that. Verb of incomplete predication. Just there, here also you can say the man looks tired. The man sings, incomplete predication. Well, delicious completes its sense. The predicate, that is hence it is the complement of the verb. Now, identify the complement of the verb in the following sentences. Same, both. The child fell asleep. Practice makes the algebra easy. Well, students, I hope that you understood well. If you have any doubt, you would text your subject teacher, okay, on her personal window. Well, let's test your knowledge. Here we have few questions. Underline the verbs in these sentences. First, your job is to underline the verbs. Then you pick out the subjective and objective complement, if any. So now just recall that wherever you have transitive verb, you have objective complement. Wherever you have intransitive verb, you have subjective complement. And towards the end of the class, I would share its answer. There are 10 questions, so I would request everyone to send their scores to their respective subject teacher. Okay, we will welcome your score. So I hope that you enjoyed this session, and if you have any doubt, go through the PPT. I would share this presentation for a quick recap as well. So till then, stay safe, stay blessed. Bye-bye, students.